welcome back to my beautiful small winter garden with another project because I just returned from the Trans-Euro trip in France. And I recognized that I had some serious issues with my cooling water temperature. So in fact it was like this, that it's also this flashlight over here. The red one, it was starting to flash, and I think this is at approximately 125 degrees Celsius. And yeah, this is way too much. So what I did when I was on the trail, I removed all the plastics from the protection from the coupling or the clutch and from the generator box, so to have a better airflow and a better cooling. So this did not work. I also drilled some holes here inside the fender, so that you have a better cooling and airflow directly to the cooler. And this was also not working. And the final solution that I have right now, okay, of course I also checked the coolant down here, so that's that the level is correct, but it also didn't help. So yeah, I returned, and I was lucky that it was not getting too hot. So we had temperatures between 20 and 30 degrees, and we rode through the woods, and not very fast. So yeah, it's a lot of heat. And yeah, but I was lucky that it was not like 35-40 degrees or anything like this, because then my engine would have died completely. Yeah, and what I would like to do right now is I would like to remove everything, because I have to clean it anyway. And I would like to check the coolant, so I would like to release the complete coolant and measure if it was the 1.2 liters that should be inside. And I will remove the complete cooler, and I will try to clean it, because I think in between the cooler there you have a lot of dust and a lot of mud that is stuck, and that this is the reason that the airflow or the cooling is yeah, not that good, and not enough in the end. So yeah, that's my project for today. Strip the mesh in, remove the cooler, checking the coolant, and yeah, let's go. If it's not the cooler itself, so when I will clean this, or when this one is cleaned and this is still overheating, then the next step would be to remove the casing from the water pump, and to check maybe if the rotor of the pump that is here, that it's yeah, not stuck or anything like this, so that this one can run free. So this will be the next step, but first of all we will remove everything. Okay, I just finished my work. I removed all the plastics, I removed the base plate, or the bash plate, I removed the guard for the cooler itself, and I recognized, yeah, it's really a lot of also like grass or stuff like that inside and on my cooler, and inside in between there's also a lot of yeah, dust and mud, so I have to remove it. But before, I would like to go to the place back and wash my bike, and yeah, just clean those parts here before I remove my cooler, so not to get any dirt inside. And yeah, I guess this is what I will do right now. I will go to the wash place, wash my bike, come back, and then I will try to release the coolant and yeah, remove the cooler itself. But first of all, I think I will remove my cover of the air filter and remove the air filter itself and change it to a new one, because I guess if you see this dust over here, you know what my air filter will look like, and yeah, I think it's better to change it, and then I will go to the washing place, yeah. And as expected, this is what a really dirty air filter looks like. And I'm scared to have a look what it's underneath. But let's see if the twin air filter is doing its job very good or not. And this one is what a clean airbox looks like. So just check it out here. This one is the twin air filter, the bottom of the twin air filter. And you see how much dirt and debris this one is taking out of the air. And just have a look on my bike here. This is all that goes through the filter, and inside the box it's looking quite perfect. Great job from Twin Air. So yeah, I would recommend this. Yep, a very good job. So this is what a fresh and oiled filter looks like, new from the box. And this one I will just put inside my carrier box here. Yes, fits quite good. Back in my case, just like that. So, as you see, it's another day. I already cleaned my bike, so I'm ready to remove the cooler, I think. So I also cleaned it with the high pressure device on the washing place, and I don't think that the effect was that great. And I thought that it was turning like very brown, the water, and the dripping of water and whatever. So I think I removed some of the mud, but I guess not all. So to be sure, to clean it completely, so I will remove it. I will release the water with the screw over here. I will measure the water if it was 1.2 liters, I guess. And yeah, check the cooler when I removed it, and maybe it works, and yeah, we will see. So let's go. So first of all, we will release cooling water. So behind this case here, as I told you, is a cooling water pump, and this one is the cooling water release screw. So I will do it also for the first time. Let's check it out if it works out fine. Okay, I guess I have to open the top as well, otherwise we won't release it that fast. And as you see, just for your information, I just opened this cover here as well. Okay, and right now we are going to take this measuring cup, and we will check if this one or this is 1.2 liters in the end, because this is exactly what should be inside your cooler. So, and as you may see, it's nearly exactly 1.2 liters of coolant inside, or there has been 1.2 liter coolant inside. So too less coolant or too low coolant level has not been the issue at all. Okay, anyway, I released the coolant, and right now I have to take a look what will be the next step. Here, let's start with this thermo switch. So you have this rubber cap above, but no problem at all. You just push it back, and then you see over here you can just put your thumb on it and then pull the plug back. So nothing too complicated. This hose, you see this clamp over here. So what I tried is to bend back the nose and it worked a bit, and I think I have to bend it a little bit more to the backside, and then I can release this clamp and maybe as well the hose. Okay, this worked out fine, and I will just release the clamp. Let me first remove this clamp as well, and then we will have a look. Okay, so I just released for bolts or screws, and right now I'm trying to remove the hose from this nozzle or plug or whatever it's called. So let's see. It was easier as expected. You see it's a little bit dirty here, so take care that not too much of this dirt is getting inside your hose, I guess, and into your cooling water system later on. So maybe it's some good idea to clean it a bit. Okay, so we try to do the same on the other side. So I guess it's only okay. Okay. Oh, there still is some cooling water inside. I have to take my. Okay, but it was not that hard to remove the hoses from this connection on the cooler. Nice. So you may see this small plug over there. I have to release it. This one is a connector for the fan. And the rest is only wire strips, like here and down there, connected to this metal bar here. And I guess if I release these cable straps, then the cooler is free. Yeah. And there it is. So that's the cooler, the fan, and all of the rest is on the bike. So I will put some plugs on the hoses, so not to get dirt inside. And okay, the plugs I don't need to protect in any way. I guess I will use also some contact cleaner inside the contacts later on, because it's very dirty, and maybe the connection is not the best one. And I will now remove the fan. I think it's only the screw, like I told you, and to release it over to this with these two pins here, and then I will have a look inside if it's as dirty as I thought. So I just decided to use some rubber gloves that I will put above, and then some rubber band to fix it, and this is the result. Pretty nice. Okay, my cooler is right now in the bathroom. You will see a picture right now, and I just put it inside some basket and put some hot water inside with some soap. And I will do this like 3 or 4 times, and then in between I will use the shower head to clean it a little bit. And I hope that the mud and everything that's inside the cooler, what is stuck there, is going to get loose and is going to leave my cooler. And so let's wait. Okay, I checked the water, so it's not that dirty as I expected it. Um, and there's still some mud and dirt inside the cooler. It's upstairs in the bathroom. So unfortunately, I don't have any ultrasonic cleaner where I could put it inside overnight. So I think I have to go to the washing place again and try to clean it with a high pressure, um, yeah, water, whatever it's called there, and I try to clean it, yeah, with this way or by this way. Okay, so back again. I cleaned this one as good as I could. So maybe we can also take a look through this cooler, and you can maybe see the background. So I am able to see the background. So it's really not that dirty anymore. I cleaned it as good as I could, and I will reinstall the cooler later. But first, I will remove the cover from the cooling pump and have a look inside. I already ordered the gasket that's here inside. I will pick it up next week, I guess. But I will already have a look inside if everything is proper here. And yeah, this is what I would like to do right now. So this is the pump and the wheel of the pump. So I checked the screw if it's fixed here. Of course it is. So the wheel does not move in any direction, so it's not loose. So deep inside of me, I was hoping, I've been hoping that this one was loose, so that I could find some easy solution and fix the wheel and get a proper cooling of my engine. But no, it's not like that, and yeah. Yes, of course, I would like to run the pump, of course. So I will start it up very shortly. Of course, I don't have any cooling liquid inside, and I will just see if this wheel is turning. So, am I in neutral? Yes, I am. So you could see it turns properly. No issue here. Okay, let's reinstall the case. Okay, while I was reinstalling the cover, I just recognized that it's also easy to remove the thermal control valve, which is placed inside here. And maybe I go to the other side to have a better look. So let me get my mobile to have a better light. You can check and look here inside maybe, and you see already that there's some black leftovers of burnt material, whatever it is. I can't tell, but I will clean it. And of course, if you check the thermal control valve, which is down here, you can see that there is some burnt material. So like in this place here, and yeah, it's burnt, and I don't know if this one is the reason that maybe the complete valve is stuck, and that the circuit above the cooler is not working, because this one yeah, it's not working properly anymore. So you can see here inside that there are some black leftovers and rests, and here as well, and of course here and down here. And I'm really not sure, but I guess this should not look like this, and this maybe has a malfunction as well. So, yeah, I just called the KTM workshop, and I ordered directly a new one because I would like to change it. So what we have here is a valve, of course, some can, and some 100-degree hot water. So in theory, when I push, put this one here inside and push the hot water inside, this one should lift itself. And I would like to know if it's really like this or not. You see, it's moving upwards pretty far, not as far as I expected. Okay, so I will just see again. It's pretty hot. And you see, this block comes out completely. So this really pushes like all the way inside my bike. And here you see also some burnt material. Maybe this is not like really closing inside my bike because of this burnt material. That I don't know about the tolerances, and if they're very tight, then of course we have some issue here. And yeah, you already see how it's moving backwards. It's cooled down, and yeah, right now it moves back. Okay, so that's the last thing that I could do. So I cleaned it as good as I could. So I used some Q-tips and some brake cleaner, and I guess it's okay. This should work in the end. But anyway, I need a new valve. Up to then, yeah, we have to wait, and yeah, let's see when this one will arrive and when I will finally finish the work and reassemble all of my bike. Okay, another day. So perfect weather to work on your bike, and all the spare parts arrived. It's approximately a week and a half later. So what we got here is the new thermostat or thermo valve, whatever it's called. The gasket for the water pump, and the small copper ring for the drain screw of the cooling water. So first of all, I will install the gasket, then the ring, and then the thermostat, and then I will reassemble everything together again and put it on the bike. Yeah. So the new cover ring provided by KTM does not match my releasing screw. So yeah, I'm unlucky. Okay, I tried to run this one again. I hope this will work. Normally you say you have to change it every time if you open the screw, but right now I don't have any chance, and I will go on like that. So, as if you can or may see, this one is the old thermostat, and with the burning marks and this burnt plastic all around. And compared to a new one right from the box. So maybe this will help. I hope so in the end, that this was the main failure of the machine running hot, but yeah, we will see. So, time to remove my plastic gloves that I put above these connectors. Yeah. So this went very well. So it was easy to push the hose above this connection piece here, whatever. And I use a clamp that's 20 to 32 millimeters in diameter. So this should work out fine, and yeah, will be as well easier to handle for me. So it should look approximately like this. So you use some wire straps, of course, 1, 2, 3. You have the drain here. I already connected the horn and the thermo switch, and this clamp I also tighten it, and you have to be carefully because not to damage the hose. So if you recognize a small resistance, I think this is already enough then in this case. So I will check it out, and right now I will do the other side, and then I will fix the radiator and do the procedure to fill up and to bleed the cooling system, because I recognized something interesting, and but I will talk about this later on. Okay, let's go to the other side. Okay, so I checked inside the operation manual, and the operation manual only says that you have to fill this one up and as high as possible, and then to lock the cap, and that's all. I found some more detailed instruction in the internet, also from Pirate Racing. You can check out the video, I will put the link down below. And he's doing it in some more steps, because if you fill it up right now, first of all you will have some air inside the circuit that is closed right now because of the thermo valve, and second, you will have some air buffer between the radiator and the cap, balance tanks in the end. And the issue is that you have some air buffer in between. So if the liquid here is going to expand due to the heat and temperature, of course, normally it will press inside here and inside the balance tank. And if it's drawing together again, then you have some vacuum inside your cooling system, and it will suck the liquid from the balance tank inside the cooler, so that you every time have a completely filled radiator or cooling system. The issue right now is if you just fill it up and you will put the cap on it, then you have some air buffer in between, and this is not good in the end for the balancing of the tank. So first of all, I will drain this line here to make sure that this line is completely filled with coolant. And secondly, I will fill up the system here and release some coolant here to make sure that coolant is down here, of course, and then I will lock it. And then I will run the motor with the coolant inside, of course, and you can see later that when the thermo valve or the thermo start is acting, that you get some bubbles here, and that it will decrease the level sometimes. And then you will let the motor run for approximately 5 to up to 10 minutes until the coolant is boiling and expanding. And if there are no more bubbles in the end, or no more air bubbles coming out of the radiator, then you're going to screw down this one. And this makes sure that you don't have some air between the radiator and the balance tank, and that this will act as it should. So then you will screw it down, and then if the motor cools down, you will see how the balance tank is also gets drained, because this one is drawing together the coolant and is sucking from the balance tank. That's the reason why you should fill up the balance tank up to the maximum line, and yeah, then start the procedure. But step one for me will be right now to drain the balance tank, so I have to fill this one up. I remove the valve here and let it drain, and then I put it back in, and that's, yeah, the first step that I will do right now. So you just saw that it was flowing down here, so I pressed it in when it was flowing. So right now I'm pretty sure that this one is completely filled. Okay, right now I will put some coolant inside my radiator. Just to drain it right now here, so you can unscrew this. So you can let the fluid run out and then close it again, and right now you are sure that the water pump is also bleeded. Okay, next step will be to fill this one up, and this one is the highest point, of course. My motorcycle is leaned to the right side, and I will fill this one up, and I will open this screw until fluid comes here, and so I know that this part is also bleeded properly. And yeah, I have to open up this one. So I will fill it up right now until some coolant is going to leak out on the right side. And there you go, and you screw in this small bolt, or the screw, whatever. Okay. So I just recognized that my camera was moving. So I filled it up to the top. Right now I will just put the cap on it so that I can move my bike to the outside and let it run. Then I will release the cap again, and then I will start the engine. So I will let it run for 5 minutes approximately, and you will see later how this one is going to decrease a little bit when the thermo valve is opening, and if the second circuit runs. So as well it will expand because it's getting some temperature and some heat, and it will run above this flange here, so you need to have some bucket to catch the coolant. And yeah, we will let it run, and I will do some fast forward, and you will see how it will drop and raise again. Okay, so let's go to the outside. Okay, back again. And as you just saw, there came out some bubbles while you were running the engine. And when it's hot, I turned down the screw, the cap here. So this makes sure that there isn't any air buffer between the balance tank and the radiator. So right now you should have an eye on the balance tank, because when the machine is going to cool down, of course, this coolant will get sucked back in again into the radiator, and this one should not be too empty. Otherwise, if this one is right now too empty, then you will of course drain it, and then you will suck air again into this line, and of course you don't want to have that. So, but this is right now, maybe you can see it, up to here approximately, but this is right now how you should drain your radiator properly, instead of just filling it up and screw down the cap. Yeah, it's a bit more work, but in the end you can be sure that there is no more air inside your cooling system, which is good. Okay, right now I will reassemble the bike, and I will put the camera on the table, I guess, and do some fast forward, and yeah. So let's start. I will do some test ride and yeah, do some short resume after half an hour of riding. Okay, I've been riding around for some time, and I have to recognize, or I have to tell that yeah, it's working pretty well. So the fan is right now turning on, so I left my bike standing still until the fan turns on right now, because I was not sure if the fan was working, because it was not turning on when I was slowly riding around here, around these fields, and also the city traffic and stuff like that. Normally it was turning on directly when I entered in the city and the traffic and the stopping lights, and at every red light it was turning on. So it did not turn on. That means we have a cooler temperature, and that it's running cooler totally. So yeah, there could be several reasons. There could be the dirty radiator that we cleaned, or that I cleaned. There could be the thermostat, or this thermovalve. And yeah, what else? So or the not bleeded cooling water system, or not correctly bleeded cooling water system. So this could be the three reasons why my bike was running too hot, and right now I'm pretty happy that it's not like that anymore. So yeah, I think this was a good job, nice. And anyway, I ordered some oil cooler as well to run a lower temperature in the end. So this one will be installed here. And I ordered a low fender, because yeah, I drilled some holes inside the fender, you see, so to have a better airflow. But in the end I would like to run some deeper fender, yeah, to have a completely nice airstream above this fender, which is here to the cooler, for some travels or journeys that I would like to do. And I was running the Africa Twin Adventure Sport as well with a low fender, and some people will tell you that the mud gets stuck inside the fender and it can rip off. Yes, this could happen, but this never happened to me up to now, and with Africa Twin we rode a lot of mud. So I'm quite confident that this bike will also work properly with a low fender. I think in extreme conditions, when we foresee to ride some mud or something like this, I will change to the higher fender. But I ordered the low one and I will run the low one, but this will be part of some next video. So up to now, I'm pretty happy, and yeah, see you next time.